Hello guys, let me introduce myself. My name is Shafika Kaila and I'm from Bispro A. Today, I just want to stand here and tell a little story. Not story. Today, I want to share you about something that happens almost every year in our country, especially during the rainy season. Yeah, it's about flooding. Before we can, please you look the this picture is the first picture that I bought today. Yeah, you look at the picture, right? We all know this feeling, right? You're sitting inside your classroom or your bedroom, you look outside the window and you see the sky turning completely black, then the heavy rain starts. At first, it feels nice. The air becomes cool and the sound of the rain is relaxing. Yeah? You think to yourself, like, ah, this is a good time to sleep or drink a warm cup of coffee. But then 1 hour pass, 2 hour pass, or 5 hour pass, and the rain still does not stop. The water on the street starts to rise. It goes from your ankle to your knee and suddenly it reaches your front door. This is the moment when the relaxing rain turns into a scary situation. And then we move to the next picture. Now look at the what happens. This is the second picture. This. Yeah, you look at this family in the picture. I want you to imagine being in their position for just 1 minute. No, not 1 minute, but wait, 1 hours or 2 hours. The imagine waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning because you hear a strange sound. You turn on your phone's flashlight because the electricity is dead. You step off your imagine waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning because you hear a strange sound. You turn on your phone flashlight because the electricity is dead. You step off your bed and splash. Your feet touch dirty, freezing cold water. And yeah, you run to the living room and you see your mom and dad trying to save important things. They try to lift the TV, the laptops, and clothes to a higher place, but the water is coming in too fast. It is uh, like a silent thief in the night, stealing everything you own. And in this picture, this family had to leave their house. They could not save their furniture. They could not save their favorite clothes or books. They could only bring a small bag with their identity cards and wallets. They had to sit on this small rubber boat looking back at their home that is now swimming in dirty brown water. Can you imagine how sad and heartbroken they feel? And the story doesn't end when the boat takes them away. Life after the flood is very difficult. Think about where they have to sleep tonight. They have to stay in a temporary shelter like a school hall or a sports center with hundreds of other families. It is noisy. It's uncomfortable and it's hard to find clean water to drink or a clean toilet to use. The children cannot go to school because their uniforms and books are wet and ruined. And why does that keep happening to families like the one in the picture? It's just because of the rain? The answer is no. The rain is natural, but the flood is often because of us. When we throw our plastic trash into the river on river gets choked, when we cut down trees to build more buildings, the ground loses its power to absorb the water. So when the heavy rain comes, the water has nowhere to go except into our home. And yeah, the rain will stop, and the water in this will go away. But the story is not ever for this family. They have to go back home, clean the thick, smelly mud from their walls, and spend a lot of money to fix their broken lips. They have to start again from zero. And thank you so much for listening to my story, and see you. Bye bye.